If you just got rejected from every OT program and you're young, 20, 21 years old, I'm going to tell you something that no admissions office, no pre-OT advisor, and no content creator in this space will say to you directly. Go work as a rehab aide for a year, not to pad your application, not to get more observation hours, but to become the human that this profession requires you to be. For the next few minutes, I want to show you exactly what that year looks like strategically and why the applicants who succeed almost always do this one specific thing than the ones that fail in a second time. Before you rewrite a single word of your professional statement or sign up for a single course retake, do this diagnostic first. Did my parents contact the program on my behalf in any form? If yes, that needs to stop right now before anything else. Did you disclose all previous OT program enrollment honestly? If there was a dismissal or significant failure that you did not disclose and address, that needs to be addressed directly in your reapplication. Do you know what your recommendations letters say? Not what you think they say, but what they actually say? If you don't know, this is your most urgent investigation. Was your program list built on genuine fit, research, or prestige perception? Were you ever on the phone during your observation hours? Did you argue with feedback? Did you behave in any way that a person might write something in a letter that you didn't realize? The honest answers to those questions are your reapplication roadmap. Because the applicants who waste their reapplication year are the ones that start fixing things before they diagnose those things. Fix the wrong things and reapply with a stronger version of you versus doing it with the same problems in place. The most common reapplication mistake is submitting a stronger version of the same application. Better writing, higher GPA than the first time, new hours from the same setting, same letters from the same people with slightly updated language. Committees call this polishing. And polishing is almost never enough to change an all rejection outcome. Substantive change is different. It is visible from the file before the committee reads a single word. A retake in science prerequisite with a significantly stronger grade from an in-person institution with a laboratory. A new observation experience in a meaningfully different setting. A year of paid clinical work as a rehab aide or CNA that demonstrates daily professional presence in a healthcare environment. A fundamentally different personal statement that reflects genuine professional growth. A new letter from someone who observed you clinically after your previous application. And here is the specific reason why clinical work is the highest leverage change available to a reapplicant and why it addresses multiple rejection causes simultaneously. A year as a rehab aide does 5 things simultaneously that no application refix can replicate. 1. It develops clinical human maturity through daily professional presence and the realities of healthcare practice. 2. It produces an observation insight that past shadowing never generates. The committee reading that reapplication files sees someone completely different. 3. It produces a letter writer who can speak to what you look like in a clinical environment professionally. That letter answers every question a committee's asking. 4. It develops this feedback, receptivity, and professional maturity that graduate training demands and that the previous application didn't demonstrate. 5. It gives you specific clinical material for a personal statement that demonstrates genuine growth rather than performed improvement. Now, here is the disclosure question that every reapplicant needs to answer directly, because it's getting it wrong the second time that is the most preventable reapplication failure. Should you address the previous rejection cycle in your reapplication personal statement? Almost always yes. Committees see reapplicants. They know when someone applied before. The applicant who pretends the previous cycle didn't happen leaves the committee to interpret the gap on their own. They will interpret it conservatively. The applicant, who addresses it directly with a three-part framework, is demonstrating exactly the self-awareness and professional maturity that got them rejected in the first place. What happened? What I understood from that? What I did about it? That is the reapplication narrative, and it is the most powerful thing a reapplicant can put in a personal statement. One important note: if your situation involves a felony conviction, consult a healthcare licensing attorney in your target state before you apply. In most states, if not all, felony prevents licensure after graduation, and it also can prevent you taking the registry exam. That conversation needs to happen before you invest in another application cycle. Months 1 through 3, complete this diagnostic honestly. Begin clinical work if you can. Stop any parent involvement. Months 4 through 8, execute clinical work. Complete any course retakes. Begin rebuilding your program list. 9 through 11, finalize your list. Brief new letter writers. Complete your personal statement rewrite. Create your OTCAS when the OTCAS opens. Submit early to rolling programs. That sequence produces a reapplication that committees read as genuine change, not polishing, change. My group sessions can cover this directly with you and provide an in-depth diagnostic towards change. The link is in the description. You also can check out our school platform, OT Student Leveled Up, for lots of resources on how to create a great application for the second go-round. Good luck.